Welcome back to Jenna's Kitchen. This year for fall break, we decided to go to Gatlinburg, and this was the first year that I was able to drive, and it was a lot of fun. The first night we were there, we ate at the Blue Moose Grill, and it was amazing. It was one of my favorite places that we ate. Some of the things that we tried were Cajun shrimp dipped in ranch, and they were so good. They were one of my favorite things. Another thing was a Cajun blue burger with Cajun sauce and blue cheese on the burger. A Moose's Big Mac Daddy burger with fried macaroni and cheese on it, and a wild ranch chicken wrap. And they were all so good. I would definitely recommend going to that place. Day 2 in Gatlinburg, we went to Dollywood, and when you're in Dollywood, you have to go to the Gristmill and get some of their hot, fresh cinnamon bread. It is so good. You will not regret getting it.
We just went to Gristmill to pick up some of their famous cinnamon bread, so let's check it out. We've got some icing and apple butter. Really, really hot. So that's how you know it's fresh. Ta-da! Look at the cinnamon bread! Alright, let's take some out. Hot, really, really, really hot. Alright, we got a nice little piece. And take some of the icing. Spread it on these pieces. Tastes like a cinnamon roll. Try it with the apple butter. I like the icing better, but they're both good.
Here is the cinnamon bread up close. It tasted like a hot cinnamon roll, and it was delicious. Also, when we were in Dollywood, they had these really cool lights, and they lit up purple at night, and they were so cool. I absolutely loved them. And then the next morning, we went to the Frizzle Chicken Farmhouse Cafe because we have chickens and we love our little frizzles, so we had to go check this out. They had little chickens, they were robot chickens, and they had different names like Michael Jordan Hen or Hen Stefani, and then they would sing to you while you ate your breakfast.
Oh, well. Okay.
Going right up to your head, Mama.
At the Frizzle Chicken, we got classic chicken and waffles with chicken fried to perfection and Belgian waffles, a meat eater omelet with a biscuit, pancakes, because how can you go wrong with some pancakes? And the pancakes came with eggs, sausage, and cheesy home fries, biscuits and gravy because they are so good, and another plate of home fries, some bacon, and an egg. Overall, Frizzle Chicken was great. After the Frizzle Chicken, we went to Alcatraz East Crime Museum, and it was so cool. I definitely recommend that you go if you're in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. It had a lot of cool exhibits that you should definitely check out. After the Crime Museum, we went to Puckett's Grocery and Restaurant to eat. We got these fried pimento cheese balls with a jam under them, and it was so good. It tastes like a little ball of heaven. Some smoked sausage and pickles. Of course, a hamburger, because how can you go wrong with a hamburger? And then smoked wings in Tennessee whiskey glaze, and they were all so good. Not gonna lie, the wings were a tick dry, but they still tasted really good in their ranch sauce. After we ate at Puckett's, we went to the Lumberjack Feud, and we did a lot of different obstacle courses. We did the ropes course with a pie, and it was very scary, but it was so much fun. We ran across the logs. My brother and I raced climbing up a post, and then we went on their roller coaster or zip line. It was amazing. If you want a thrill, definitely go to the Lumberjack Feud. And then afterwards, you get to see a funny show. After the Lumberjack Feud, we went to the Local Goat. Now, we have learned that you need to make a reservation at the Local Goat to make sure you get in, but at the local goat, we got fried deviled eggs, and they were surprisingly delicious. We were a little bit confused at first, but they ended up being so good. We got shrimp and grits, a Tennessee glazed bacon burger, a chicken salad, and a half rack of ribs, and the ribs fell off the bone. They were that good. The shrimp and grits had a different taste because everywhere you go and get shrimp and grits, they're always going to be different, but these were a good different. The next day, we ate at the Sunliner Diner, getting a chicken club with candied bacon on it, and it made it that much better. It was delicious. It paired perfectly with the tomatoes and the lettuce. And we also got a king sundae with Reese cup, whipped cream, bananas, chocolate, peanut butter, all kinds of goodness on it. To change it up from a burger, we got chicken tenders and fries, which were delicious. And fried fish with these really good pickles. We thought they were going to be like little circle fried pickles, but they were the sliced long pickles, and they were delicious. I loved them. After we ate at the diner, we took a trip to the mountains to go onto the mountains and look out. We saw a bear. We saw five, but it was so cool to see all of them. We saw one mama and four cubs. I'm sure the other four cubs mamas were somewhere. We just didn't see them. And then we hiked up a trail to go behind a waterfall, and it was so cool. You could walk behind it and go onto the other side. It was great. The last restaurant we went to in Gatlinburg was the Three Jimmies, and it was really, really good. I highly recommend going here if you're in Gatlinburg. We got a blackberry pig pizza with their own blackberry chipotle sauce, and it was one of the best pizzas I have ever had. We also got the pulled pork plate with moonshine apples and pinto beans, and those moonshine apples were delicious. They had the perfect amount of spice on them, and they were cooked to perfection. And you can't go wrong with a steak, so we got a sirloin steak with a baked potato. And then we decided to get some of their desserts because how could you resist a sweet potato cheesecake? It was really strange because there was a cheesecake layer and then a sweet potato cake layer and a maple icing layer, which that maple icing was so good. It tied it all together. And then a 7-layer chocolate cake. Each layer of cake was a different kind of chocolate, and the icing in between was also a different kind of chocolate. And it was really, really rich, but it was so good. On the way home, we stopped at Wrigley's because we have heard so many good things about it. We just had to try it out for ourselves. We got the classic Cluckinator with their special sauce, their salmon tacos with those Brussels sprouts, and let me tell you, anytime you go to this place, you need to get their Brussels sprouts. They are so good. They are crispy, but they're not dry, and they're too good, honestly. We also got the schnitzel, which had a different kind of sauce on it, but it was delicious. We all loved it. The schnitzel also had a special Greek sauce and roasted carrots with it, and it just paired perfectly together. And then lastly, we got a Buddha bowl with a little side salad with raisins that had some sort of plumpness to them. They were sweet and tangy and paired perfectly with all the chicken and the rice, the pickled onions, the squash, and the radishes. Overall, all of these places were really good, but my personal favorite was the Blue Moose because that Cajun burger was one of the best burgers in history. Don't forget to like this video, comment if you've had any of these places down below, and if you have, what was your favorite thing that you got there? Subscribe to Jenna's Kitchen and have a great day.